Yo, what is up everyone? Both Gaming here today, and today we are back in Microsoft Flight Simulator again. And today we're going to be flying a bit more of a shorter route. I thought today we might as well fly a little bit of a shorter route. So that gives me kind of less to edit and less to fast forward, so you guys can generally see like what I'm doing. Because I know a lot of last time was just fast forwarding and whatever. And I think it'd be better if you guys see more of what I'm doing. For feedback, so that's what we're gonna do here today. So currently, we are at Honolulu International Airport, and we're gonna be heading out toward, what is it? I don't remember what the name of the airport is, but I just remember the code, which is PHOG. I'll check for it later. We're going to start getting people on board here. Let's get that on auto there. Let's see. Let's get position. Let's get logo lights on. And actually, no. Oops. Don't want either of those on. Keep that on steady for now. Let's see. What else do we need? Yes, I get my engines are not started. That is for a reason right now. Alright, so far we are... Oh, let me get the APU started, actually. Let me get that to start. Okay. And then we'll get the APU bleed on. And let's get the hydraulics on there. Let's keep that. Let's turn that on auto as well. We'll get the anti-ice on later to get heat on here. Alright, and that should be it. Let's also get our catering and
Southwest 1048. Could you
then
please send
we'll
a
get
catering truck?
the baggage on board here.
Southwest 1048. We can't send your catering truck. Please retry later.
Oh, okay, I guess they can't send a catering truck. What about baggage? Are they able to do baggage? Or no.
Hickam ground. Southwest 1048.
Oof.
Could you please send a baggage?
Not this again, okay. I don't...
Southwest 1048.
Well, there's the baggage.
We don't know where the baggage is.
Okay, let's try again now that the baggage is on
Southwest
in.
1048.
Ooh,
Could
see
you
if
please
it
send a
works.
baggage?
Yep, there they go.
Southwest 1048.
Okay, the catering truck's still there. We'll just get the catering, whatever.
Hickam ground.
Looks like
Southwest
APU
1048.
is on, so we are good to go. Alright, passengers should at this time be boarding. Jeez, okay, this game does not like record. Okay. Yeah, as you guys can see, there are passengers boarding. So we'll just wait for them to board. I think the flight's about 80% fullish today. What is it? Like 70, 80? It's loading right now, so I don't know. But we'll figure that out in a little bit. We're gonna cruise at 13,000 feet because it's a really short. Actually, no, we'll go. What we'll go 17,000. Assuming we can get up to there before we have to start descending. And we'll go at about 2... What do we want to go to? 250, 255? That's what we'll cruise at. About 250, 255 for the day. That's what we'll cruise at. Yeah. Oop, 255 there. Let's get the flight director on, and we'll get the auto throttle armed in a little bit. Let's see how we're going with passengers here. We're still boarding, so that's going to take a little bit, so I'm gonna, I guess, wait a little bit. Everything else seems, for the most part, to be done, so I think, aside from that, we are good to go, aside from the passenger boarding. So, I guess I'll let you guys know once we are done with passenger boarding, because I think it will take a little bit, so I will see you guys again in a little bit. Alright, looks like that they have us at about 64% full, so I guess we are done boarding then, so let's get that to
Hickam ground.
pull away, and then we'll get ourselves ready for pushback. Let's see, hydraulic pumps on. Let's see, get fuel pumps on. Can't forget about the fuel pumps there. Alright, I think for the most part we are ready to go. So let's request the pushback here from the gate.
Ground. Southwest 1048. Requesting pushback.
Alright, and the pushback is currently attaching itself. We'll disengage the parking brake in a little bit because I know if we do right now, then it's going to start trying to turn us away I don't want to go. So we're going to wait to do that. Yeah, see, we want it to go straight there.
Hickam ground. Southwest 1048. Requesting pushback tug to push the
See, it's trying
aircraft
to
straight.
get us to go sideways. There we go. Now we go straight.
Southwest 1048.
Alright, let's open up the fuel 2 there. And let's get us on ground here. And let's get us started. Alright, let's get it to go to the left now so that we can get
Hickam
right
ground.
there.
Southwest 1048.
We might mess it because it's going to take a little bit.
Steer the aircraft to the left.
Yeah, we might miss the little taxi line, but that's okay. Let's see, are we starting? We are not starting. Okay, that might be my own fault, but we'll figure that out in a second. Because it should be on ground, right? Or is it supposed to be on continuous? I do not remember. It might need to be on continuous. That might be it. Oh, there we go. Now we got stuff moving. Cool. Alright. And we'll get pushback to stop shortly. Okay, I guess pushback decided it wanted to stop early. Alright, there we go. I guess pushback decided to stop itself. That's fine. Alright, parking brake is now on and engaged, and in a second we'll get ready for taxi clearance. The engine should be starting correcto. Yes, that one is moving, so that's good. I accidentally clicked that, I think. Oh well. Alright, we got both engines starting here now. We got a random forklift in front of us. So we're going to be taxiing out to the runway on, like, the opposite side. Hold up, what's the runway on the opposite side? I don't know what it is. Didn't delete the point that I wanted it to, so we're going to ignore that point. Just pretend like that point doesn't exist. Alright, we're going to head out over to runway 8 right for departure today. And we have a decently short flight out, so hopefully it won't take too long. So yeah. Okay, no, it doesn't want to start. Why does it not want to start? Is this plane gonna be like this today? Okay, it seems like it's gonna be like this today, so it doesn't seem to want to start. The battery's on, right? Yeah, okay. This might have been my own doing, but it shouldn't be. Okay, hold as I try to troubleshoot the problem. Okay, wasn't quite able to fix it, so we are just gonna be here at runway 8 right. Let's make sure that everything's ready. It's just, let's see. Want to make sure that everything is good to go here. I'm probably gonna have to change the cruise speed because I don't know what it's at right now. Let's see, the flap should be at like 15 there. I already forgot what we said we were gonna cruise at. I think 17,000, so we'll put it there. And we'll cruise at 200 and what was it? 50 knots. We'll go. Yeah, 250 there. All right, everything looks good for the most part. It's doing this thing again where it doesn't want to move. Cool, okay. Never mind, it fixed itself. Alright. Pull the parking brake, and we already got clearance for takeoff, so let's just head straight on forward. I don't think it loaded the passengers that I wanted it to, did it? Oh, it did. Oh, beautiful. Okay, beautiful. Alright, toga, and we are ready to go. Jeez, okay, I did not want to move the yoke that much, but okay. Alright. We are now rolling on runway 08 right here. 40. We'll rotate at about 155. Yep, there we go. There's 155. Let's go. Alright, and we have liftoff. Alright.
Flight slow. Flight slow.
Alright, so let's get the gear up here, and we'll get the flaps up in a second. Let's get the altimeter set, because I don't know what it's set at.
Continue for south departure.
Alright, and let's get that on. Ooh, let me get the vertical speed. The vertical speed is not at all very right. Let's get 3,000.
1048 is type. 2 miles southeast of Honolulu.
Okay, we'll get this set in a second. We'll also get the auto throttle set soon. Let's get the flaps up. Come on. Come on, flaps. We need the flaps to come up.
Squawk 0177.
Let's do this again. It doesn't
1048.
move. Okay, flaps up. There go the flaps. We'll set that. And we'll also set heading now.
Southwest 1048.
Boom. Okay, let's slow the vertical speed to about 2,500 there.
4 miles at 2,300 generic. Report them in sight.
Alright. Well, it doesn't seem to like
Southwest
my
1048. Traffic in sight.
heading here. The fact that I want to select a heading. Nope, I want the vertical speed. Alright, it doesn't seem to like the fact that I have a heading wanting here. So I guess we're going to somewhat fly it manually, heading-wise. Yeah, let's see. Let's fly it like... Let's see if we can get it to turn here. Don't wanna, you know, crash, but I also wish that would work, the little heading thing. Alright, and... Alright, we are pretty much set on heading here. So let's keep that heading that... Okay, it doesn't want to go that way. Alright, so we have now broken through the cloud layer here at Honolulu. We might lower our cruising level, cruising altitude here, because it is a tad bit high. I don't know why it's turning like this, so I guess I'm just going to use the rudder here, just draining ourselves out here. Let's see if I can. Oh, it doesn't want me to use rudder either, okay. Cool, the autopilot really hates me right now. Alright, so that's about our current position. We don't have too much further to go, obviously, because there's like a short little kind of regional flight between Honolulu and whatever, Kahului, something like that. I don't know why autopilot really hates this, my heading, but yeah, it does not at all want to work my heading, so let's try and disengage it here and see what happens. Yeah, we get it. Alright, and let's try and engage it again here. Alright, let's disengage that. But see, then it doesn't like the heading here. Alright, well, let's get ourselves at least on track here, because we are slightly going off path here, so I'm going to try and get us back on path here. And yeah, we'll go from there. I also wouldn't be surprised if this is like a problem specifically with that airport, because when I've tried to fly out of that airport, every single time the heading never works. And it also seems that every single time that I've tried to fly out of there, and I've tried different planes with this as well, every time I try to fly out of there, the engines don't want to start, at least when I'm at the gate. So I don't know if this is specifically a problem with that airport or something, but that's what I've experienced every time I've, like, spawned there or whatever. So, just, I guess, a little heads up, about that. Alright, and I guess we might as well start our descent now, so let's set it down to about, we'll go 4,000 for now, and let's set our vertical speed here. We'll go 1,000 feet per minute, no, let's go 1,500 here. And we'll keep our speed as is for now, but we'll most likely adjust it shortly. We're about to head through our first custom point here, our first little, I guess, check / waypoint here on our way down into something, whatever. We're about to hit it, so we'll keep on our current heading because we're about on a decent, correct heading right now. But in a little bit, we're going to have to change our heading. So I did speed it up slightly in-game so that it'll go a little bit quicker, but I didn't speed it up too much. So, and there is the island that we are heading for right there. So we'll soon start to slow ourselves down a little bit and whatever as we get ready for our approach into there. Let's actually set ourselves up at like 3,500 because I don't actually 3,000. Don't really want to go too terribly low, especially as we're on approach here. Alright, if we can't get to see the runway shortly, I'm gonna abort the landing probably because I would need to see the landing or the runway for landing. So let's descend a little bit further here. I don't want to go too much further down. Alright, there you guys. We're kind of going through the low-lying area. We'll turn ourselves a little bit further this way so that we can get ourselves on the approach path for the runway there. So we'll start slowly turning ourselves that way for the approach path there. It's kind of dark down here, but we got through the clouds at least, so we can at least see the land, which is what I wanted to see. We'll descend a little bit more shortly. Same with the speed. We'll slow the speed a little bit more shortly. Right now, I just want to kind of... actually, you know what? Let's get some lights on here. Maybe this will help us. Alright. I just kind of want to, you know, finish this turn before I do too much. There's the airport ahead, so let's slow ourselves down a little bit here. I'll mess with that in a second, with the flaps and everything in a second. Yeah, let's go 45 there. As for altitude, we'll go 1,300 at, we'll go negative 500 there. Let's get flaps set to full, because I know we're going to need them at full soon. Alright, we have now disengaged autopilot. The aircraft is now in our full control here. We're pretty much lined up. I just need to like slightly adjust us because we are slightly off. But for the most part, we are aligned and ready to go. I'm gonna keep auto throttle on for a little bit longer, as I want auto throttle to keep the speed for a little bit longer. But as we get closer, I'll probably disable it. Let's see. Let's get ourselves down to about. Yeah, we'll set ourselves at 125 knots for landing. We'll go. So we're not going too fast, not going too slow. 1,000 feet there. We've hit 1,000. Just get our altimeter set again, just to make sure that we are good. No update on tower, so I guess we just won't contact a tower for landing, I guess, as we are already on final. Jeez, okay, we are slightly really off here. Alright, auto throttle has been de-armed. I have full control of the aircraft now, and there's the runway that we are landing on right there.
Sync rate 200.
Alright, returning throttle now.
40.
slightly off. But there we go, we have a landing, and let's get the nose on the ground now. Alright, we have a landing there. That's way better than last video's landing. So there you go, that's, we're just gonna get run over by an A330 right there. But, that's the gist of it for the flying. Oh, reverse thrust wasn't even on, so that wasn't even helping. Alright, well there we go. We have now landed at PHOGG, or no, PHOG, no, the OGGs from the whatever, the other call sign version of it. Okay, are the brakes not working? Because it's like not slowing down at all. But okay, anyway. We still haven't gotten any. Okay, let's go Maui ground. Request taxi to gates. Alright, so we're gonna taxi off the runway here, and we'll head over toward the gate. I don't remember exactly what gate number we picked, but I do remember what gate we should be at, or around the general area. So, we'll head over toward there, and yeah. Oh, we are going a little fast, so let's decrease the throttle slightly there. Alright, and we are now off runways, and we are on taxiway. So, yeah, we're gonna head over to the gates now, now that we no longer need to be on runways. I hope this video with minimal fast forwarding and whatever did help you guys out with, like, I guess, finding things to suggest. I would really love feedback and, whatever, and also share this video, share these videos with your friend. My last video kinda did bad, despite all y'all voting on it. So, you know, share these videos with your friends, you know, let them check it out. I know I'm not the best yet, but we'll slowly get there. We still have a little bit to go, so we'll continue taxiing straight here. But yeah, thank you for those of you who do watch the videos, at least this far, you know. Thank you for the support and whatever. Really appreciate it. I like when people actually fully watch. You know what? If y'all got this far, comment hi Bullitt. H-A-I with a H-A-I. Those who spell it H-I, I will know didn't make it this far, because they didn't spell it right. They spelled it H-I instead of H-A-I. Alright, so our gate should be somewhere around here. Oh, I don't even know. Okay. Where should our gate be? Our gate should be somewhere around here. There it is, over by the Hawaiian over there. Alright, so let's... okay, the plane's already slowly starting to drift that way. Let's... Oh, we're going 38 knots. We do not need to be going that fast. Jeez, okay. We should not be going nearly that fast. I know the flaps are extended. I'll fix that in a second. What I do want to do is I do want to get the APU starting here so that we don't have to use ground power once we get there. So we'll get that started there. Taxi across here. And our gate might be next to this Hawaiian 717 here, so that might be where we end up heading. It seems there's not quite a taxiway over here, so I'm kind of taxiing wherever, I guess. But yeah, that looks like where we're gonna be, right over here. Not kind of in the middle, I guess, of both 717s. And we got a Max 8 all the way over there from Honolulu as well, or going to Honolulu maybe. Alright, there we go, and we are at about the end of the line here, so let's get the parking brake on. Let's get the flaps up here. Let's set the throttle to 0 there. Alright, throttle is set to 0. APU should be on, so we'll now cut the engines there, and there we go. Let's get the anti-collision off, and let's get those on steady there. And we have now finished our flight here. Let's get ground services, passenger boarding start,
Maui ground.
whatever.
Southwest
And
104.8.
we'll get the catering services as well, and whatever else we need. But yeah, that is the end of our flight from Honolulu here. So yeah, thank you to all those who actually watched this far and to the end and whatever. Really appreciate those of you guys who do.
Maui ground. Southwest 1048.
Share this video with your friends so that I can get more views. Thank you. But yeah, I think that's going to be all for today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, then please leave a like and subscribe. It does help me out. And then don't forget to join my Discord down below so you know when I'm posting videos like this one. But with that, everyone, have a great day, and I will see you guys again next time. Goodbye. And also leave suggestion in the comments. Now, goodbye.